Uh-huh. Yeah. Fantastic. Ted Neely being in the newspaper and such. That fell right in front of my face, and I didn't plan for that to happen. I have a plant. It's behind the computer. See? I was too lazy to move the plant. I'm in the lobby right now, so people are going to walk by while I'm doing this Sunday Sit-Down, and they can just deal with it. Welcome to Sunday Sit-Down Siete. Número siete, which is number 7 in Spanish. Now, I didn't do a Sunday Sit-Down last week, and the reason is because I was incredibly sick. So I apologize, Aunt Janie, and all you other fans of Sunday Sit-Down, but I was sick. So I'm going to do a quick run-through of last week, and then I'm going to focus more on this week. Most of the days will just end by saying I was sick. So let's see. Monday, this is 2 weeks ago, we were in Normal, Illinois. I got on the bus after 8 hours of sleep for the first time the entire tour, which was great. We had a great performance in a theater that was bright orange, with accent color of bright orange, and seats with the color bright orange. You get the drift. I felt like I was in James and the Giant Peach, or like I was Cinderella in the carriage when it shrunk back to a pumpkin. You get it. I went home, swam some laps, and then went to bed. Woke up after about 6 hours of sleep, pretty good sleep, hopped on the bus for 4 hours, which is considered a short bus ride, and we headed to Macomb, Illinois. We had an arena show, which I have explained I'm not as big a fan of because, you know, it's not built for singers, so it's a little more difficult to perform, usually pretty cold in the arenas. But we had a good performance, and then after the show there was a party thrown by the college in the Union for Jesus Christ Superstar. So thank you, Macomb, for making such a good impression. Very, very cool. I couldn't sleep that night after I swam my laps, no matter how hard I tried, which caused me to become sick. On Wednesday, I woke up very, very sick, scratchy throat, stuffy nose, I think just a common cold, but it hit me pretty hard. We headed to Bloomington, Indiana, and I took a nap the second I got there just to try and get healthy. You know, slept until it was time for the show. We had a good show, but it was difficult for me because I couldn't, you know, sing 100% with my throat so scratchy. It was a gorgeous theater, though, and then after the show, I went home, went to sleep because I was sick. Thursday, we stayed in Bloomington, Indiana. I woke up at 5 in the afternoon after 15 hours of sleep. 15 hours of sleep, much needed. And I did a great show because of it, and I think the show as a whole went very well. Went back home, went back to sleep immediately, because I was actually feeling a little bit sicker than the day before. Friday, we woke up and went to West Lafayette, Indiana. We had a late 10 a.m. bus call. How do you beat that? No. Arrived a little earlier in the day and went to Olive Garden with Sarah, Jeremy, and AJ. Had some great chicken parmesan. I love chicken parmesan. I get it everywhere that I can. We performed at Purdue University for a crowd of 6,000 plus people. It was a very fun performance, very energetic crowd, and the Winter Olympics opening ceremony started, and I got to watch that after our performance on the replay, and well done, Vancouver. It was really, really a great ceremony. Still sick, though, trying to recover. Headed to Milwaukee, Wisconsin on Saturday. I was feeling quite a bit healthier. I knew that if I got another good solid night of sleep or two, that I would be good to go. So that's what I did. I went back to the hotel after a nice performance and bought a $3 20-ounce Pepsi at the vending machine. $3, you heard me right. And then I went to bed. And I slept in late. We went to Detroit, Michigan on Sunday, and we had one of the best performances we've ever had. Ted left everything out on that stage that night. Stunning performance by him. It was one of our best audiences, and I think our performance was so good because just before the performance we had a catered dinner, and it was nice to feel human again. You know, we do so much driving, performing, sleeping, wake up, and do it again, that you almost don't even get to get your mind straight. And it was nice to sit down and have a good home-cooked meal by a Detroit catering company. It was phenomenal. After the performance, I went to Greektown Casino with Jeremy, and it was the first time I've ever lost at a casino, so Greektown, I have things to say to you. Monday, we had our first official day off with no driving, no performing, no anything. Our first one off since Christmas. I spent the entire day sleeping. I slept until 5 p.m. And then I woke up completely healthy again. So, hooray, healthy. Good way to start the week. Woke up completely healthy, went to breakfast/dinner, because it was so late, at the Fishbone with Jeremy, Nick, and Sarah. Had great food, and then I watched the Jayhawks beat Texas A&M and ruin their home winning streak, bringing the Jayhawks to 11-0, which was great. We're looking like a really strong team right now. Then we had karaoke that night, but we didn't go out for it. We just hooked my computer up to the TV and used the TV speakers and did karaoke until the wee hours of the morning. Tuesday, woke up, headed to Akron, Ohio. We had a fairly long bus ride, and I was exhausted because of, the karaoke the night before. We had a great performance, though, and I went straight to bed when we got back because the next day, Wednesday, we headed to Cincinnati, Ohio, which is, very close to where Jeremy Gaston's family lives. So I got to meet his amazing family, and a lot of his friends from Wright State, where he went to college, drove to Cincinnati to see the performance. So met his family, very sweet people, and then met his friends. And I had very high expectations for Jeremy's friends because, he's such a great guy. Well, his friends exceeded every one of my expectations. So, I don't know. I had one of the best nights that I've had on tour with Jeremy's friends. Great group of people. Just fantastic. And it was so nice to see Jeremy having so much fun. So, I can't wait to see my friends, so I have that same feeling. After that amazing night, we headed to Toledo, Ohio. I arrived at the hotel, did some swimming, It's what I try and do usually, is do some laps. Keeps my energy up, and it's good exercise. It was a very small theater, but it was a great crowd. Great crowd. Watched the USA win the gold medal in men's figure skating. I'd been following that. I heard we had someone that was supposed to be great, so I've been following him from the beginning, and he really brought his A game. So congratulations, USA, for the first men's figure skating gold in 22 years. Awesome to watch. Friday, we headed to Erie, Pennsylvania, which is the hometown of one of our cast members, Daryl Whitney, who plays Caiaphas. Performed for all his family and friends, and got a standing ovation, a very loud applause. So that was great. That was great. Congratulations, Daryl. We had a great performance. I went out with Jeremy and Sarah's dad, and one of his friends, to a blues bar, and we watched the Roger Jeff Montgomery. Man, I'm a Royals fan. Watched the Roger Montgomery Blues Band perform, and they were so good that I actually bought their CD, and I listened to it the next day on the bus. Sarah's dad is a ballroom dancer, and so it was really fun watching him strut his stuff. So they had $1.50 import beers also. And just overall, it was a great night. Another one of the best nights that I've had on tour. Saturday, we went to New Brunswick, New Jersey. It was an 11-hour bus ride. That was my brains. You got it. Got there, and I watched the KU game. We won yet again, raising our record to 12-0. This close to taking over the title. Rock Chalk Jayhawk. The show was outstanding. Went back to the hotel and just watched some TV and fell asleep. Sunday, went to Shippensburg, Pennsylvania, which is a town of about 6,000 people, yet their theater holds about 1,500, and it was sold out. And it was an incredible audience. So, Shippensburg, well done. A beautiful theater for such a small town. Really, really cool. We had a Ruby Tuesdays attached to our hotel. So I ate there for lunch and dinner. I went there twice. They left it open for us after our performance. So if you ever are in Shippensburg, go to the Ruby Tuesdays because they're good people there. After, we ate dinner, I just headed to bed. So those were my 2 weeks in a quick summary. I'll be sure to post a Sunday Sit Down next week. So keep your eyes out for that. Okay. Out.